Phenom Girls Growing Up podcast.
Hi everyone, I'm Shireen. I'm one of the hosts for Phenom Girls Growing Up podcast. I love music and I'm really excited to be here because I think girls deserve a space where they can talk about their experiences in growing up.
Hi everyone, my name is Gianna and I like gymnastics and I'm so excited about this podcast. Growing up can be confusing sometimes and there's so many things girls think about but won't say. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this podcast because it gives us a chance to share our thoughts, respond to each other, and show girls out there that they're not alone in what they're going through.
Hi everyone, my name is Shayna. I love crafts. I'm really excited to be here. I think this podcast is really important because girls go through a lot while growing up and sometimes we just need someone to understand us. So I hope that when girls listen to this podcast, they feel encouraged, empowered, and inspired to believe in themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Joanna and what I like to do is I like to dance. And I'm so excited to be a part of this podcast so you can help girls go into life.
Awesome. Welcome, girls. This is our first episode. All right. Question. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Observant, caring, and hardworking.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think I'm creative, funny, and helpful.
Okay.
I think I'm empathetic, understanding, and social.
Okay.
Sometimes funny,
Sometimes. Okay.
sometimes nice, and sometimes caring.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. What is one thing or what is something that most people misunderstand about you?
I think it's like because since we're young and like a lot of like older people or people that are older than us, they say, oh, you guys don't have things to worry about because you're young. You just have to focus on school, but we have other things in our lives that we worry about.
Okay.
I
Okay.
agree.
You agree?
I feel like older people think that since
Older
we're,
people. Okay.
older people think that like since we're younger that we don't have like a lot of things like on our mind, but since we're younger we adapt things more. So I feel like all the things in our head are kind of just like nothing to like they're just like a thing to older people. So they think it's just like a little thing to them, but it's like a bigger thing to us.
It's big for you. Okay. Okay.
I agree because I think younger people know this to the olders, but I think that we're going at a constant rate of change in like every aspect of our lives. So I don't think they understand that even like the littlest thing can mean such a like it
A
can
big
make
thing.
such a big it can make such a big impact.
Okay.
I agree with them because, like, just like Shannon said, they have work, we have school. Like, they say, oh, you don't have anything to do, even though we have, like, homework and stuff. Like, after work, they don't really have to do anything. They can just, like, relax.
Okay. Okay.
And then after school, we have, like, homework and stuff to do.
Okay. 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 That's fair enough. Fair enough. But I want you to personalize it. What is one thing that people misunderstand about you? You, Gianna, you, Shayna, you, Shade, you, Joanna. What is something that people think this is what you are, but really, not really?
I feel like people think I don't care what they think.
Okay, explain.
Like, they'll think I won't care about what they think because I don't react in front of them. But everything I do, I kind of care about what people will think of me. So it's kind of just like I won't react in a way that you'll think I care, but like I really do care about what people think about me.
You really do care, but you just don't show it.
I just don't show it.
Okay, so that's one thing people misunderstand. They think you don't care, but you actually really do.
So they give themselves like the free will to judge.
Okay.
Because they think I won't care.
Okay. Okay. That's a fair point. Okay.
I agree, like, but in, like, a different way because, like, if someone's hurt, like, it's not like they don't think I care, but it's like they don't see me actually caring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I actually do care.
You do care.
Yeah. They don't
Okay.
actually see me.
But they don't see that you care. Okay. Okay.
I think that it's like people think that like we don't have like things to be concerned about, but like say we're like doing something, like say we're going up to read the Bible, they think, oh, you got it, you're not nervous, or you're going to sing, and they think, oh yeah, it's fine, it's just singing, but you know, you get really nervous about it. But just because like say you don't show that you're nervous, people just think you're like overly confident and that you can do anything, that you don't get nervous.
Okay, but you're not confident.
Not as confident as
No.
And they keep asking you to do it.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd have to say that I'd have to agree with that because I think, well, for me personally, because I've been singing for so long, people don't think I'm, like, they think I've gotten used to the feeling of, yeah, I have to go sing now. But I'm used to it in the fact that, like, I know I'm gonna have to do it, but I'm not used to the feeling, like, feeling nervous all the time. It's gonna happen, like, all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And people take it for granted, thinking because you've been doing it pretty much all your life that, oh, you're fine with it. You're good. You've got this. You're confident, but you don't have it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What is one thing that you're still learning about yourself?
I think to pace myself.
Okay, explain.
Like, to, like, understand my timing and not force stuff on myself, knowing that I'm going to regret it later, if that makes sense.
Okay, so kind of like to have patience with yourself?
Yeah, have patience with myself and understand my timing. Even though my mind's telling me to do one thing, I have to pace myself, not like mentally, but also physically. So, yeah, just learning to be patient with myself and be patient with my timing.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I'm learning how to be more positive because like when there's like a situation, you often tend to look at like, or I like often tend to look at the bad things and like look at only the bad stuff, and it like it outweighs the good stuff. So I need to focus on being more positive.
Oh, okay.
I think kind of what Gigi said, but like I tend to look at the end result or the bigger picture and not like how to get there.
Okay.
Like I'm already at the finish line, but I'm not like.
You haven't even started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you tend to be overwhelmed when you do that? Oh, okay. Okay. How about you, Joe?
Like since I'm younger, like learning not to like when older people like say, oh, you do this, you do that. Like I'm not like I can't do that since I'm like younger and stuff. Because like if I was older, it would make more sense. But if younger, everybody would be like shocked and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I feel you, Queen.
I understand. What is one thing that you okay, say going into the week, Gianna mentioned about pacing yourself, being patient with yourself. Shayna mentioned being more positive, right? And Shade, you mentioned not taking on such a big task. Tell me two things maybe that you can do to help you not to be like that. Two things that you can do to help you to be more positive, to help you not to be overwhelmed, to help you to pace yourself.
I think I could start organizing my like organizing my days better.
Okay.
Like, so sometimes I like procrastinate a lot, so I think I could organize my days better. If I know I have something on this specific day, I can, and I have stuff leading up to it, I can do things before that specific day if I know I'm going to be busy all day. Or I could just organize my timing and have set time for this and set time for that instead of just rushing myself to do everything at once.
Okay, and when you say organize your timing, is it that you're just going to mentally say, okay, I'm going to do this, do that, or do you actually write it down?
I put it in like my notes app, and then like there's like this little bubble thing that you can press it and there's like a check mark.
Oh, okay.
Or I can just download an app, but
You download an app,
yeah.
okay. So you could do kind of like a checklist for
Yeah.
each day to organize your, okay. Fair enough. How about you, Shane?
I think I could, like, if something happens, like, I could reflect on my day and be like, and try to pick out positive points from my day, so that I can, like, look at the positive instead of focusing on the negative stuff.
Yes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. How about you?
I think that maybe if I write it down, like if I have a big task ahead, I write down how I'm gonna accomplish it and like little steps to get there instead of like doing, like
Instead of
taking
seeing
it,
the end
yeah,
result and not knowing how to get there.
yeah, just taking
Okay.
it step by step.
Okay, so kind of, it kind of ties in with what Gigi, just to write it down to pace yourself. So, okay, this is the first thing I need to do, then gradually build on it. Okay. Do you think that's something you should apply to your lives, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Will you? You're the ones that just said that's way. So you're not going to do it?
Maybe not long term.
What? What?
But when I have like a motivation sun down on me, and like like when that motivation hits, like
Like a
those
burst
days,
of,
right?
yeah.
The thing about
Those
me
days.
though is that I'll have motivation for this like specific days, and then I lose that motivation
Right.
so fast.
Right.
So fast. So that's why I couldn't tell you if I could do that. Because my dedication would be like so strong for like probably the first week.
Right.
And by the second week, I'm like, yeah, I'm
Right.
tired
And
of
not
this.
even the first
Really?
2 days.
The first 2 days
Yeah.
is crazy, but yeah.
So what do you think causes that though?
I feel like I feel like I feel like it's not you're not like
Is it a distraction?
it's not your usual routine.
Right.
So like if
Okay.
your usual routine is just like being lazy and staying in bed all day, and you just like start this routine of getting up early, which I started doing, but I don't know how I got dedicated to that. But I think it's just because it's not a part of your like routine, so you're not used to it. But I feel like if you keep going, you'll get used to it. But
And it will become a part of your
It will
routine.
become a part of your routine, but sometimes you just lose that motivation so fast.
I just
So
don't
it's
think-
hard to get there.
It's hard to get there, but once you accomplish, sometimes you'll just wake up early and not even know.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Shana, you were
I think it's
agreeing?
kind of like New Year's resolutions. Like people are like, oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna do
yeah,
this, I'm gonna
no.
do this, I'm gonna do that, and February comes and plans are
Everything
gone.
tanked.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even February,
They're
like
done.
Yeah,
mid-January.
Yeah, everybody's
That's true.
done.
That is
I
true.
just don't
That
think
is
we
true.
want it bad enough.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if we
You have to
did,
really want it.
because I have made life changes that actually affected my life and that actually positively impacted me when I wanted to do it. But like, even though I want to like be better and like waking up, I guess, I definitely don't want it bad enough to be doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would rather sleep.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Question: what makes a girl confident?
The people she surrounds herself with.
Okay.
Yeah.
The people. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you to explain. How about you, Shane?
Oh, I think it's like, yeah, your surroundings, the people you're with, and like how you perceive yourself, like your self-esteem. Because if you're like confident in who you are, you're more likely to be like outgoing and like, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Shane?
I'd have to go with both of those, but the ultimate thing is God.
God. Okay. Okay. How about you, Joe?
The same thing, like your surroundings.
Your surroundings. Okay. Okay. Is confidence something you're born with, or is it something you learn along the way?
I think, I feel like when I was younger, I was way more confident. So like, I don't think you just like learn that. I don't think you learn confidence. I think you just learn that people have judgment about you.
Okay.
That makes you lose your confidence.
Okay.
So, yeah, you could be born with confidence and not care about what people think. But I feel like when you're at such a young age, you don't really understand that people have their own opinions about you. So when you get older and like you register that, I feel like your confidence level just like goes down.
Goes down.
So I don't think you just learn confidence. I think you just learn that people have different opinions about you.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So you're saying both.
Yeah.
It's something you're born with. You can be born with
Yeah.
it, as well as you along the way. You okay. You learn. Okay. How about you, Shane?
I agree, but I kind of think that like confidence is like kind of taught or like
Okay.
because when you're younger, you're more like I feel like you're more outgoing because you don't really know what's going on around you. Like you're not like conscious like in that like term, but like as you grow older, like you're like our age now, like you start to realize more. So I think, and it's like how you were raised, like how I don't know, like it's like how you perceive yourself, like what I was saying before, but like based on how you can be confident and get confident.
Okay. Okay. Joe?
I agree with them. Like, so like when you're born, like not when you're born, but when you're little, you don't really know about opinions until you grow older. And when you're older, you know opinions. You're like more afraid.
Okay, so you start thinking about what people are thinking. So that kind of chips away at your confidence level. Okay. How about you today?
I think actually you can. It depends on your conscious level.
Okay.
Like I think even when Joey was young, even I've seen her like when she was like really little. I've seen like the little 1-2 times where she actually cared about what somebody would think of her,
Okay.
or even like us. But not to the rate like we would, because she's still little and like she doesn't care to that extent, but she still cares.
She's conscious of it. Yeah.
As soon as you're conscious of it, that's when you start caring about what people think of you.
And when you get conscious, is that when your confidence increase or decrease?
It decreases.
It decreases. Okay. So when you keep saying when people are younger, so do you believe that you were more confident when you were younger, or now that you are more mature, you're older, you're more confident now?
I was way more confident when I was younger.
How so?
So, like, look at my TikTok drafts.
Okay.
Like, I'm doing TikToks in the mall, anywhere but my home. But I feel like when I was younger, I wasn't really conscious of what people had to say about me.
Okay.
So I didn't really know. Like, I know I had my opinions, but my opinions were always kept to myself, but I didn't know that other people had their opinions, so I was kind of just like, that was erased from my mind. I didn't really care. And then you grow up, and then there's people in public, school, there's always going to be someone that's going to like judge you. So I feel like I'm less confident now, but I was more confident when I was younger because I just didn't
You didn't
know.
You didn't know if people.
No.
Yeah. You were just concerned with what you thought,
Yeah.
not about what people thought. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with G. I think when you're younger, I was more confident because you're not aware of what people like the opinions of people. Like you don't know that people are like some people judge because when you're younger, you think that like you see
Everybody's
the world,
nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
you see the world as unicorns and rainbows. Like you're naive to the world. But
Yeah.
now that you're older and you know that people have opinions, people judge, and
And that kind of
Yeah.
makes you second guess things that you would want to do.
yeah.
I think I found confidence in certain aspects of my life now than I did when I was younger. But
Okay.
like overall, I think I was more confident when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I think I agree with what they said as well, but like I don't know why I didn't think people didn't judge me because we judge people.
Yeah.
But you're a child, so you're not
But
even
we're
thinking
not
about
al-
anybody
yeah,
else.
Yeah, we're
we're
not
not
so
thinking about
brutally
other people
honest.
judging us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody was doing what we were doing, but people are judging you for what they're doing. So it's just, I don't really know.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I'm still young.
Okay.
Right now, I don't really care what people think about me.
So you're confident right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't apply to you because you're not thinking. Do you think that people have opinions about you?
I know they do.
But do you actually care though? No, you don't? Okay. Oh wow. Okay. What makes girls doubt themselves?
People.
Yeah.
People.
What
Okay.
they have to say about you.
Explain.
Like imagine a person named Penelope, right?
Okay.
Penelope thinks she's very nice. Her friends tell her she's very nice,
Mhm.
and she's nice to everyone. She talks to everyone,
Mhm.
and then she finds out through the most random person
Mhm.
that everybody who ever said she was nice, they think she's annoying.
Yeah.
That is the average girl experience at school,
Yeah.
and that
It hurts.
it's like
Yeah.
when you find out what people really think about you,
Mhm.
or like you think your friends especially,
Mhm.
and sometimes it's not even your friends, sometimes you know your friends think that about you, but like people you don't even talk to like that have opinions on you, you don't really think
And they
that's
don't know
fair.
you.
Yeah, and then they have opinions on you and they're telling people this and this,
Mhm.
and I think that can really attack
It chips away at
Yeah.
your confidence and make you doubt yourself as a person, especially if it's more than one people. If that is something that's spread and it's more than one people thinking that, of course, you're going to start doubting yourself, thinking, oh, maybe they're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
is true.
agree. Because you can't trust people nowadays, especially like your own friends.
Mhm.
Yeah, like there could be like so many people, like especially your friends coming up to you and be like all nice to you and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the next minute you know they're like discussing you to other people
Mhm.
that they used to talk bad about. So it's kind of
Okay.
just like, okay, so you can't trust people. I learned to like keep most things to myself now because we don't know what goes behind the scenes. So I kind of just learned to keep things to myself because of how like two-faced people can be, and how much they can change when they don't see you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that makes you doubt yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, wait, I thought we were so close, but then you're like, you're making me feel so bad about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want to say something about me, you say it to my face.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Shouldn't I see you nodding your head off?
They're like taking what I'm about to say. They're like, I agree with them. I think people make you doubt yourself, like just second guess everything, because you could think, like you could go and perform something and think you did good, but then even yourself, you start to think, oh, did I do that right? Did I do it wrong? And then, so yourself, I think, is a big thing, but other people as well, like other people may have big opinions about it, and then maybe you hear people discussing about it and you're like, oh, did I do that wrong? Was I enough about doing it? And I think people.
How about you, Joe? Do you have anything to say?
It's kind of like having fake friends.
It's kind of like having fake friends. How so?
Because like, if you think your friends are like they're nice to you, obviously like, they're nice, and then like one time you're like not here, like opposite, you're sick or stuff. Your friends talk behind you and behind your back, and then so you come, you're like, oh hi, just like nice and all.
And then you hear about it, so it kind of makes you feel like, okay, what am I? You know, like yeah, and that does help to chip away at your confidence for sure.
and it's kind of tricky because like you can be like, you know what they said, and then like the next day they'll be around you and you really don't want to be around them because of what they can say, and but it's just like you're too forgiving to not like talk to them. So it's like I don't know what to do.
It looks like you're speaking Shade's language.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's like, yeah, I know what they did and I don't really want to talk to them, but once you talk to them, you just like want to forgive them.
I understand.
So, yeah. But at the same time, if you forgive them, you're just going to fall into the same like spot again and then get hurt all over again. So it's just like.
It's like a revolving door.
It's just like,
yeah.
You can't really like.
And that makes you doubt yourself,
It
make you
does.
question, like, who am I? Like, why do I keep
just,
doing this?
I'm just like some like backup friend that.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
Shade, she's speaking your language, it seems.
Yeah, but also I love having power over them.
Yeah.
Like say you don't come and somebody texts you while you're not there, like, oh, I heard them talking about you. and then they come acting all nice to you, and you're the only one that knows that they were talking. I feel amazing. I feel honestly great. It's great.
Because you
Yeah.
know something they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
They
if
think I don't know.
yeah, like if I ask you a question, I probably know the answer. I'm just waiting to
Right.
see you lie.
To how you.
Right.
Okay. Shana is saying right.
Yeah, I agree with them. Like, some people think like you don't know certain stuff about them or like what they did, but you know deep down like what they
I
did.
just won't say anything.
Yeah.
You just won't say
Just keep it
anything.
to
I hear you. Okay, we're coming to a close for the first episode. What is one thing? I want two things from you. One thing that you can do to improve your week, a goal that you can set to achieve by the end of this week, and two, after that, I want everyone to look in the camera and tell someone out there something encouraging.
So something I can achieve this week?
Yes.
Um.
And you're gonna do it, not just say it.
Oh.
Yes.
Um.
Have you thinking about it now, huh?
Yes.
Not so
I
random.
think I could be a lot more productive this week
Okay, in what way?
in waking up and doing stuff through my day.
Okay, so what are you going to do? What is the goal?
See, because I woke up at 3:53 today, so
Times that crazy.
and I got out of my bed at 4:17. So my
Okay.
goal is to wake up at 11
Okay,
and be out of my bed by 11:10.
okay, and we'll see about that.
We will
Okay,
see about
awesome.
I think I can. I think I could start. Yeah, come back to me.
Okay, okay.
I think of like someone asks me what to do or like how they look. I have to say that. Honest truth. Just put little chips.
Just so you're not okay. So you're not okay. Okay, so you're gonna try to be more tactful. Yes. How about you, Shin?
Even though I wake up at a reasonable time, I think I could be more productive with my day, like
Okay.
do more stuff. Because sometimes I just spend a lot of time sitting around, like doing nothing.
Okay.
So I think I could be more productive. With
So
my
are
time.
you going to? You could be. Are you going to try?
Am
Is that a
I?
goal?
Maybe.
Okay. How about you, G?
Listen, this is my morning routine. I wake up, I read the Bible, I work out, I eat breakfast. So I don't know what I can change that I will actually do.
You don't have to change anything. You can add something. How about maybe do something that nobody asked you to do? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Something.
I'll wash the dishes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's a goal. Is that a goal?
No, because I saw you winking over there. So
I'm
I was
not
like,
winking,
okay, I'll
I'm
wash
just-
the dishes.
Okay.
I'll
All
wash
right.
the dishes.
That's a goal. Okay. That's a goal.
And encouraging note,
Yeah.
don't let other people take away your shine.
Okay. Awesome.
Focus on the positive and not the negative.
Okay. And you're telling yourself that too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Can't be anybody else.
Try not to think of other people's thoughts.
Try not to think. It's hard, but try not to. Awesome. That's a wrap.
Remember to like
Subscribe.
And turn on those post notifications.
You can also find us on Spotify as Phenom Girls Growing Up.
and on TikTok as phenom.girls.grow.
If you enjoyed today's episode,
Share it with another phenomenal girl in your life.
And remember, every phenomenal woman started as a phenomenal girl.